behind me here and around, about 5 inches of snow in most places, a little bit less on some of the southern facing slopes. So why am I out here? Let me show you. Let me see if I can find, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but what I can see here are deer tracks on benches in that saddle a lot. I can see them on that point and that point and that bench right there, all the way around, and out on that point. Very few deer tracks up here on this top, although there have been a few. So it would have to be a pretty good size antler to be sticking up out of the ground in the snow. But what this does do is it lets me know where are these deer traveling right now, this time of year when they're dropping their antlers. I would say probably at least half the bucks in this area have dropped from what we've seen, maybe more than that. But where are they this week as they're dropping? Where are they traveling? And so where, when there's no snow and it's harder for me to see tracks from, when I can look out there and see deer trails that are a quarter mile away in the snow, and I can see where the deer are traveling, where they're congregating, where there's a single trail where there's a lot of deer, or where they're hanging out and spending time. All of those places, especially the ones where they're hanging out and spending time, that saddle over there, that's where I'm going to find antlers. If not today, next time. Just a little tip. Figure out where they're at before they're shedding and while they're shedding without disturbing them. You'll find more antlers. Let's see what we find today. Good morning. I'm pretty excited today. Check this out. New camera. Got a little bit of the snow melting. And we got an antler already to start. So tell me if you guys can tell the difference between previous videos and this one. This one should be a significant improvement. I've been waiting for this phone. Check out this cool antler we're starting the day with. Chalker 4, eye guard, kind of uncommon for out here. That's the start of the day. We're gonna. Oh, what the heck! Look at, good girl. What the heck, good girl, honey, good girl. She just come walking up with that one. That's funny. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it's in the video. Maybe you guys can spot it as I'm walking up. Maybe I just didn't see it, but I'm sitting here talking about this guy, and that's a different buck. That's a bigger buck. Don't you think? Yeah, that's an older antler, bigger buck. That's a big guy. Cool, two of them. And I don't know where that one came from. That's funny. I'm sitting here chatting away, and Honey's just bringing them up and stacking up my feet. There's the start to the day. Normally I wouldn't even bother to show you this one, but I picked those up right there. Got another one right here. I clearly picked the right canyon to drop through to get to where I was going. As soon as I hit the bottom, we start getting into some antlers. Good girl. Good dog. Good girl. Who's the best puppy dog? Good girl. All right, let's go find some more. Let's go find some more. Where are they? Where are they? Good girl. You can have that one. That one's all yours. This is me trying to stay out of that rain, frozen rain. I only got a shirt on. Don't want to get soaking wet. Such is the fun of early spring shed hunting. I can see some blue sky out here, so I think it should be. We were supposed to get a little blip this afternoon. This is probably it, and then I don't think we'll have much the rest of the day, so I'm just going to try and stay dry because there's enough wind that'll just make it miserable. I'm just now getting into the area that I think I might find some stuff. So we're going to make a big loop here and see what we can turn up. But this is a lot of fun. I'm under just enough overhang that I can stay mostly dry. Still sprinkling a little bit, but I popped out and immediately walked into a little 2-point. Walking these flats. Hoping to, good girl, hoping to get into something good. that was deer, but that's elk. That's a cow elk. That's pretty cool. That is a 20 power zoom. Just clay, barren slope. I'm looking with the binoculars just to make sure there's not any shed bulls in there. Hang on. Look at this. Look what they're going up. They knew where they were going. Check and see if there's any shed bucks in there. It is pretty miserable. It is snowing and raining and sleeting. But I got an antler right here, and it's one that I missed the other day walking through here. I don't know how, but there we go. I'm in here trying to find the other side of that really cool, heavy, nasty 2-point or 2x3. I'm within about 50 yards of where I found it, or I gotta be. If I find it, I'll be right back. All right, so I am digging this new phone. It is the Galaxy S22 Ultra. The camera is amazing. I like this. This is a director's view, so I can see what I'm seeing. Walking up on an antler here. Just hang tight. We're getting close. Can't tell if it's a 4-point. Looks like maybe a hard white. I think. What do we got? Good girl. Hard white. Cool 3-point. Cool eye guard. Good girl. Good girl. Put it down. Put it down. Good girl. Good girl. All right, we're just going to drop down this canyon right here, and then we'll be back to the truck. But as I was saying, I really like this phone. I'm excited for some of the stuff I'll get to do. It has 100 times digital zoom and 30 times or 10 times optical zoom. That's pretty amazing so far. And I'll probably make you dizzy. I can actually walk up on stuff and still be able to talk to you, which I think is pretty cool. All right, let's see if we find something else. All right, here's a chance to show you a little bit of the zoom. There's the 1 time. There's the 3 times. There's the 10 times, and there's a pretty good antler right there. Look at that. That's only the 20 times. Let's go see what that one is. Well, this is supposed to have some pretty good image stabilization. So I'm walking down this pretty rough thing here. This is looking like this could be the match to that other 4-point I found in here the other day. No? No, I don't think it is. There it is. Just a nice 3. Honey picked it up and dropped it before I could get to it. That right there, the mouth of that canyon is out. Kind of cool to pick up too here right on the way out. It's kind of rainy and cold and miserable, but hey, you don't find them if you're at home. Why is my flashlight on? Anyway, we'll catch you later. Okay, I just wanted to give everybody an update on how things shook out in the house, antler-wise. I don't know how many of you guys, I've got some ladies that watch, and a lot of you guys have wives. Some of them like antlers, some of them don't like antlers. I have a lot of buddies and family members who like to shed hunt and don't have wives that like to have antlers in the house. And Lana definitely doesn't really like to have antlers in the house. However, I've been somewhat insistent that I want people to know when they walk in our house that I live here too, and this is part of what I'm passionate about. Other than that, I gave her free reign to whatever she wants when this house got built, and so she got to do everything pretty much. She moved all the walls around, did everything she wanted to do, colors, the shiplap, the floors, the carpet, all her choices, and she did an amazing job. And let's see if you think she did a good job on making it obvious that I also live here, but it's mostly her input. So here we go. If you walk in the front door, that's right there behind me, you'll see Big Rammy. You can see that from the street out front. But then as you come in our front door, she said, I want one good antler to put right there. So you walk in, there's one. Now, some of you will recognize this antler because I found this antler the same day and within just a short distance of where I found this set. Who can name that video? That was a pretty good day. So we got that. And then she said, bring me another antler. So I brought her a moose paddle. And she went there. And then I pushed my luck a little bit and I said, hey, what about if we put my whitetail on this wall right here? She said, well, let me think about that. So she came back with a counter offer and she said, what about if we put him over here? And I said, hey, as long as he's in the house, I'm not going to complain. So we got my elk, moose, deer, only whitetail I've ever got to shoot, and centerpiece in the living room, my late season bull elk. And the house is just about done. We still got to put the piano right there, hang a few things, a little bit of trim and whatnot, but we're very close to being done finally. What do you think?